Tonight, we visit Old Mother Hubbard in this episode of Twisted Lullabies. Thank you for watching. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to give the poor dog a bone. When she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. At first glance, Old Mother Hubbard seems like a simple nursery rhyme, a tale of an elderly woman, a cupboard, and a hungry dog. A rhyme passed down to comfort the youngest ears. But this rhyme, like many others, hides a much darker past. The cupboard in the rhyme, empty and barren, could represent more than just a lack of food. It could symbolize lost power, betrayal, and a fractured society. It whispers of things far more sinister than a woman simply forgetting to feed her pet. Today, we'll peel back the layers and explore the hidden meanings behind this seemingly innocent lullaby. Some historians claim that Old Mother Hubbard isn't just a quaint tale, but a veiled attack on Cardinal Thomas Wolsey during the reign of King Henry VIII. Wolsey, once a powerful advisor, saw his influence crumble as the king's demands grew more desperate. Much like the empty cupboard, Wolsey's power was depleted, leaving him powerless. The rhyme's subtle portrayal of Mother Hubbard's empty cupboard was a symbol of Wolsey's fall from grace, a warning that even the mightiest of figures could be left with nothing, abandoned and discarded. Henry VIII ruled England from 1509 until his death, leaving a lasting impact on the nation's religious and political landscape. He is infamous for his 6 marriages and his relentless pursuit of an annulment from his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. When Pope Clement VII refused to grant the annulment, Henry defied papal authority, sparking the English Reformation. He declared himself supreme head of the Church of England, severing ties with Rome, dissolving monasteries, and ultimately facing excommunication. Henry reshaped England's constitution, consolidating royal power and promoting the divine right of kings in defiance of papal supremacy. He ruled with an iron grip, using charges of treason and heresy to silence opposition, often executing the accused without a trial. His reign was marked by political maneuvering through his chief ministers, many of whom met grim fates when they lost his favor. Figures such as Cardinal Wolsey played a key role in his administration, only to be banished or executed as Henry's favor shifted. Cardinal Wolsey's downfall is a grim reminder of how fleeting power can be. After his failure to secure an annulment for King Henry VIII, Wolsey found himself cast aside, much like the empty cupboard that once held his influence. But his disgrace wasn't just a personal failure. The rhyme, like a silent scream, spoke for the masses. Those who saw Wolsey's ruin as a symbol of the ruling class's disregard for the needs of the people. His fall wasn't just a political failure. It was a fracture in the very system that had once supported him. Perhaps the rhyme also alludes to Queen Catherine of Aragon, whose own power was slowly stripped away during her marriage to Henry VIII. Despite her steadfast loyalty, Catherine watched helplessly as her position crumbled, much like an empty cupboard that once held nourishment. The Queen, unable to keep Henry satisfied with her political and marital loyalty, found herself a woman shunned by the monarchy. Her downfall was symbolized in the rhyme as the cupboard left bare, echoing the cruel reality of losing everything in a patriarchal system. The dog, left hungry and alone in the rhyme, represents loyalty, a loyalty that's never repaid. The dog could symbolize the many individuals who served Wolsey, or anyone in power, whose blind faith was ultimately their undoing. The dog's hunger isn't just for food. It's a hunger for power, for justice, for recognition, all of which were denied. The dog remains a silent witness to the collapse of those it served, a tragic figure left in the dark. The cupboard in the rhyme is more than a symbol of food. It's a metaphor for power, wealth, and control. Wolsey's cupboard was once filled with riches, favor, and influence, but as his enemies grew stronger, his resources were depleted, and the cupboard became empty. The rhyme's desolate tone conveys the hollowness of power. When power is used for personal gain or to exploit others, it inevitably runs out, leaving the once mighty ruler empty and alone, just like Mother Hubbard and her dog. Could Old Mother Hubbard have been a subversive political message? A subtle form of rebellion, disguised as a harmless rhyme? Many nursery rhymes were used to express discontent with the ruling class, and this one may have been a covert commentary on the greed and corruption of the time. A subtle warning to the monarchy. What happens when the cupboard runs bare? When power and loyalty disappear? The rhyme spoke not just to the loss of one man's influence, but to the fragility of the entire system. Today, we sing this rhyme to our children, unaware of its deeper implications. But perhaps we should be more aware of the warnings that echo through time. What happens when power is hoarded and the cupboards of the powerful run empty? Are we seeing a modern version of this rhyme? In every age, there's always someone whose cupboard is left bare, someone who suffers because of the greed of others. The rhyme still holds relevance, perhaps now more than ever. Old Mother Hubbard may seem like a trivial rhyme, but its origins are far from innocent. It is a reminder of the fragility of power, how easily the mighty can fall when they forget their responsibilities. Wolsey's fall, the Queen's betrayal, the dog's hunger. They are all reflections of a society built on shifting sands, where one's rise is never permanent and their fall never swift enough. Old Mother Hubbard tells us that nothing lasts forever. Not wealth, not power, not loyalty. It speaks of a world where those who rule are ultimately abandoned, and those who serve are left hungry and forgotten. The rhyme, wrapped in innocence, may be more chilling than we realize. The cupboard is bare, but who will be left to fill it? Keep watching for more twisted tales and eerie truths here on Twisted Lullabies.